Revati is still available.
Yes, uncle.
Could you chant the Muktagatrayam for us, ma?
Okay, uncle. एकमक्षरम् हृदि निरन्तरम् भासते स्वयं लिख्यते कथं हृदयकुहरमध्ये केवलं ब्रह्ममात्रम् ह्यहमहमिति साक्षात् आत्मरूपेण भाति हृदि विषमनसा स्वं चिन्वता मज्जता वा पवनचलनरोधात् आत्मनिष्ठो भवत्वम् देहं मृण्मयवज्जडात्मकम् अहं बुद्धिर्न तस्यास्त्यतो नाहं तत्तदभावशुक्तिसमये सिद्धात्मसद्भावतः कोऽहं भावयुतः कुतो वरधिया दृष्ट्वात्मनिष्ठात्मना सोऽहं स्फूर्तितया अरुणाचलशिवः पूर्णो विभाति स्वयम् सोऽहं स्फूर्तितया अरुणाचलशिवः पूर्णो विभाति स्वयम् नमो रमण
Namo Ramana. In this, the Thursday Satsang from Ramanacentre for Learning, it has been our practice to select two verses from the work Guruvachaka Kovai. The verse selection is done randomly by Revatima. Each verse is read and that reading is followed by a short meditation on its meaning, and that is followed by the practice of Atma Vicharam for about 15 minutes. After these two segments of verse reading, meditation on meaning, and practice of self-enquiry are completed, there will be summing up remarks by Venkatesh Deshpande ji, and that will be followed by the offering of Sri Ramana Stotram. The chanting will be by Vaibhavji and Pratnama online. The rest of us will be doing self-enquiry even then by enquiring who is the listener, paying the attention on the I, which each one of us have to do for themselves. That pay the attention on who is the true listener of the Ashtotram. We begin by taking up the first verse selected for us, verse number 229. Verse number 229. It goes like this: cherish in your heart as the unique immortalizing ambrosia. Cherish in your heart as the unique immortalizing ambrosia, the shining of pure being that is devoid of the distorting delusion, the mind. Cherish in your heart. It's another way of saying abide in. What we have to cherish? The unique immortalizing ambrosia is what we are getting in the form of the self. Unique, it is standalone, it is immortalizing ambrosia, it is amritam. The identity with the self is verily the amrita, the crossing of the birth and the death. What is that? That is shining of pure being. The Sat Chit. Sat is pure being. When it is self-luminously shining, it is called shining of the pure being. That is the ambrosia, beyond mortality. Death, the inner delusion, will never cease by any means other than by experiencing that being, which is pure consciousness. The non-existence, which is present the moment we come into relative existence, or death, which comes into existence the moment we have birth. Jatasya hi dhruvor mrityu. That is crossed only when this akanda akara atmajnana is identified with. This purana is identified with, which is going on. There is a clue given as to how to come to that, is that the pure shining of pure being is devoid of the distorting delusion. What is the distorting delusion? Anything objective is distorting delusion. Anything other is distorting delusion. The moment we see another, then the snake is there. How to come to the rope? For whom is this other? If we ask, then with bhava bhala, though with effort, we are going to the ever present self. How do you know it is ever present? Because it has to be present in all objective experience. Whatever may be the objective experience, if you inquire for whom is this objective experience, it will come, it is for me. Then who am I? We understand that we are that pure being which shines by itself even when all the objective experiences become blank, and only when all objective experiences are treated as blank and transcendent. In sadhana, we may get a feeling, oh, all these thoughts have become blank. What am I to do? But then Bhagavan will ask, are you not present there? So, if you when you inquire that there are no thoughts now, but there is no outgoing consciousness to feel that there is a blank, because the inquiry for whom is the blank brings you back to the self. That is when the all permeating self, the self beyond the subject object division, is experienced. That is the ambrosia, the amritam beyond mortality, or the immortal ambrosia as it is called here. You clearly understand that akandakara atmajnana, the shining of pure being, uncorrupted by the being of other. There is no other for that pure being. Cherish that as the immortal ambrosia in the heart, says Bhagavan. Means, உள்ளது உணர உணர்வு வேறின்மையின் உள்ளது உணர்வாகும். You yourself are that spurana. You yourself experience this spurana by identifying or sayujya with the spurana. For the next 15 minutes, let us sit in Atma Vicharam. Ujjwalji, we can. Namo Ramana.
Yeah, yeah.
No, Friday he can go to school on Friday.
भगवते श्रीरमणाय।
Namo Ramana. We take up the second verse selected for us and continue the satsang. The verse number is 801. 801 goes like this: always practice Advaita in your mind, but never practice it in your deeds. Always practice Advaita in your mind, but never practice it in your deeds. To attain redemption, one can embrace the three worlds: this one, those above it, and those below it, with Advaita outlook, seeing everything else as one. But with the preeminent Guru, this attitude is totally improper. Always practice Advaita in your mind, but never practice it in your deeds. To attain redemption, one can embrace the three worlds: this one, and those above it, and those below it, with the Advaita outlook, seeing everything as one. But with the preeminent Guru, this attitude is totally improper. Now, this is the Upadesham given to the sadhaka, which brings the appropriate merger between the outside and the inside. Bhagavan's teaching is, so far as the outside and the inside are there, surrender on the outside and vichara on the inside. This is the teaching, that surrender should be practiced on the outside and vichara should be practiced on the inside. That will make vichara deeper, and vichara will make surrender deeper. These two modes of awareness, says Professor K. Swaminathan. There is a video on the YouTube which is entitled that Ramanacentre Sangeetam by M.S. Subbulakshmi. It was a program given in 1979 or so, celebrating Bhagavan's birth centenary, where Professor Swaminathan is giving the comments and M.S. Subbulakshmi is rendering about 5 or 6 songs, where you can listen to the Muktaka Trayam also chanted by Revatima so nicely today. In that, Professor Swaminathan says that the two modes of awareness of bhakti and jnana can go hand in hand, are not conflicting. So far as the outside is concerned, have the Guru as Ishvara, and so far as the deeds are concerned, don't use Advaita there. Don't go late to office and claim that going late and going on time are the same. There, whatever is the reprimand that is to be taken or the regret to be expressed has to be expressed. The outside world is governed by the simple rules and the ultimate rule of surrender. The simple rules determine our Vyavaharika exchange, have to pay the taxes, stand at the signal at red, do all that appropriately. They are all meditational practices, much more simpler than surrender and vichara. Surrender and vichara are deeper perspectives, deeper teachings given to the sadhakas so that they can aim for complete redemption from this worldly existence. How to do that? In Vyavahara, don't apply Advaita. In Vyavahara, apply the simple rules given by the society only. If you have to keep some social appointments, keep them at the right time, right punctuality. What are the rules of behavior observed there? Observe them. They are simple meditations. If we can't even keep by those rules, how are we going to surrender that whole area? So, in the actions, don't use Advaita. Use the simple rules of behavior that are there in society where you are present. During Bhagavan's time, when the social stratification was there, one boy comes and sits in the place where the people who are not called Brahmins, they sit, and he wears the Brahmin marks and all that. And Bhagavan advises him that if you are observing this non-separation at home, then you can observe it here also. That means whatever is the rule at that time, though later in time, those divisions, you will find that that division is not there in the ashram now, which is fine. But observing the customs of that time, which are accepted by society at that time, that is a small meditation to keep the consciousness within the rails. Then comes what to do with the surrender to. You can have Advaita in all the three worlds. You can now come to Palakottu, sit alone or with a set of Advaitins, and you are having Bhagavan seated there in the Ramanashram. With all your friends in the Palakottu, you can throw away or delete all the three worlds with Advaita Bhava, that the object does not exist. You can use the Descartesian reasoning that the whole world could be an angel's doing, or it could be the doing of a miserable being, which is what the Buddhists say, that the whole creation is misery. It could be either. But then Descartes says that it is I who think. So the whole creation could be permeated by good or could be permeated by the evil. But neither is the truth, that I am the one who can think. So the objective existence is not truth. My existence, the subjective existence, is alone the truth. And that is what Advaita teaches. Hold the subjective existence to the exclusion of all the worlds. The worlds could be either good or bad as you superimpose on them. That is why the irretai of good and bad is crossed by holding the I, says Bhagavan. So it is the I which permeates the whole creation without division as good and bad. That is the Advaita Bhava. You can have it against all the worlds, but have Guru as the singular object to whom you surrender. Till when? Till you get the stage where the Guru himself says, go beyond inside and outside. The Guru will tell. You will ask that Guru that, see, I am able to abide sometimes in the inside, but then I come outside. Then the Guru will make you cross the final hurdle. He will say, where is this division as inside and outside? Then the outside Guru also vanishes in the Advaita Bhava. But you should have that outside Guru as the representative of Ishvara, as the whole creation in front of you. You should never have Advaita Bhava with the Guru till when? Till the Guru finally pushes you inside in such a way that the division as inside and outside completely vanishes. So far as the inside and outside are there, in the outside, never use Advaita. Use the simple rules of society to turn the mind into rails. Use surrender to the Guru to turn inward. And inside, complete the story with Vichara. With Vichara, complete the story by holding the subject and going beyond even the final division of inside and outside. When Advaita completes all experiences and one doesn't have any necessity as to where to apply Advaita and where not to apply Advaita. There is only the Advitiya Atmaswarupam, which is what you are. With Bhagavan's immense grace, let us sit in Atma Vichara for the next 15 minutes or so. We'll take Ujjwalji's help for the setting of time. Namo Ramana.
नमो भगवते श्रीरमणाय।
Namo Ramana. May I request Venkatesh ji to give us the summing up remark. Namo Ramana, sir.
Namo Ramana. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Jnanamulam Gurur Murtihi, Pujamulam Gurur Padam, Mantramulam Gururvakyam, Mokshamulam Gurur Kripaha, Mokshamulam Gurur Kripaha. Namo Ramana. Let us see what's our daily experience. You know, we look outside for all solutions for everything. Look at it from now. You wake up in the morning. What happens? You wake up in the morning and then you suddenly identify yourself with this body. And then what happens? You go in front of the puja room. And then what happens? You become the devotee. There's God in the puja room and you are the devotee. And suddenly you pray and then you come out and then your wife comes along or your husband, your spouse comes along. And then what happens? He or she says, oh, I need money for buying vegetables. Then that same person who was a devotee suddenly becomes a husband. And then what happens? Immediately after that, the child comes and it's done badly in the exams. Marks card has come the previous day. And then the father scolds. You become the father. The same fellow has become the father and scolds a child and says, why? Why did you not study properly? You should have studied properly. And next time if you need any help, let me know, or we'll send you for tuitions. Okay, then what happens? Then the same person, a friend calls and says, hi, how are you? What are you doing today evening? Oh, today evening I'm free and we can meet and have a coffee together. And that's a friend. And if you look at it, that same person, it was a devotee, was a spouse, was a father, was a friend, and there's so many roles instantly being played by that same body. Do you tell yourself, remind yourself, oh, now the son has come, you have to play the father's role? No. When the spouse comes, that you have to play the spouse's role? No, it automatically happens. So that one, this is our daily experience. The moment and we do self-enquiry, when we do self-enquiry, we go inwards and try to find out who we are. Now, at that point of time, do you think, oh, I played the father's role, I played the son's role, I played the spouse's role, whatever role, or friend's role? No, you don't. It when you do self-enquiry, you realize, oh, it was me only. It was that one who actually seamlessly played all these roles. And you don't have to go to a drama stage to be able to play these roles. It happens so seamlessly in our lives, but we are not aware of it. But there is one unmoving, unchanging in this all changing. So Bhagavan says you keep inquiring into that unchanging. And when you keep on inquiring into the unchanging, all these changing will come and go. The father's role came, he shouted and went away. When the mother came, you did not shout at your mother, why didn't you not do this? No, you're kind to your mother. And then what happened? Your friend came, called, and then you spoke so nicely and said, we'll meet for coffee in the evening. It happened so seamlessly. And when you did your self-inquiry, you went into the deep silence. So Jnani is like that. It doesn't matter whatever happens in the outside. he is established in the self. When he is established in the, it is our daily experience. It's a moment by moment experience. Only we are not aware of it. But once you become aware of it, that these roles come and roles go, and you are that substratum, then you are abiding in the self. Om Namo Bhagavate Sri Ramanaya. Namo Ramana.
Namo Ramana, sir. It was wonderful.
Thank you.
May I request Vaibhavji and Pratnama to do the chanting of Sri Ramana Stotram. Namo Ramana Vaibhavji, Namo Ramana Pratnama.
नमो रमण भारद्वाज विश्वनाथ विरचितम् श्रीरमणाष्टोत्तर शतनामावलिः अपार सच्चित् सुखवारिराशे यस्योर्मिमात्रम् भुवनम् समस्तम् गुहाहितम् तम् रमणम् गभीरम् चिन्ताविहीनम् हृदि चिन्तयामि ॐ महासेन महोंसेन जाताय नमः ॐ श्रीरमणाय नमः ॐ गुरवे नमः ॐ अखण्डसंविदाकाराय नमः ॐ महौजसे नमः ॐ कारणोद्भवाय नमः ॐ जगद्धितावताराय नमः ॐ श्रीभूमिनाथस्थलोस्थिताय नमः ॐ पराशरकुलोत्तंसाय नमः ॐ सुन्दरार्यतपःफलाय नमः ॐ कमनीयसुचारित्राय नमः ॐ सहायाम्बा सहायवते नमः ॐ शूणाचलमहोलीनमानसाय नमः ॐ स्वर्णहस्तकाय नमः ॐ श्रीमद्द्वादशान्तमहास्थले लब्धविद्योदयाय नमः ॐ महाशक्तिनिपातेन प्रबुद्धाय नमः ॐ परमार्थविदे नमः ॐ तीव्राय नमः ॐ पितृपदान्वेषिणे नमः ॐ इन्दुमौलिना पितृमते नमः ॐ पितुरादेशतः शोणशैलं प्राप्ताय नमः ॐ तपोमयाय नमः ॐ उदासीनाय नमः ॐ महायोगिने नमः ॐ महोत्साहाय नमः ॐ कुशाग्रदिये नमः ॐ शान्तसङ्कल्पसंरम्भाय नमः ॐ सुसन्दृशे नमः ॐ सवित्रे नमः ॐ स्थिराय नमः ॐ तपक्षपितसर्वाङ्गाय नमः ॐ फुल्लाम्बुजविलोचनाय नमः ॐ चन्द्रिकासितहासश्रीमण्डिताननमण्डलाय नमः ॐ चूतवाक्यां समासीनाय नमः ॐ चूर्णिताखिलविभ्रमाय नमः ॐ वेदवेदान्ततत्त्वज्ञाय नमः ॐ चिन्मुद्रिणे नमः ॐ त्रिगुणातिगाय नमः ॐ विरूपाक्षगुहावासाय नमः ॐ विराजदचलाकृतये नमः ॐ उद्दीप्तनयनाय नमः ॐ पूर्णाय नमः ॐ रचिताचलताण्डवाय नमः ॐ गम्भीराय नमः ॐ परमाचार्याय नमः ॐ सुप्रसन्नाय नमः ॐ अभयप्रदाय नमः ॐ दक्षिणास्य निभाय नमः ॐ धीराय नमः ॐ दक्षिणाभिमुखाय नमः ॐ स्वराजे नमः ॐ महर्षये नमः ॐ भगवते नमः ॐ ईड्याय नमः ॐ भूमविद्याविशारदाय नमः ॐ विमलाय नमः ॐ दीर्घदर्शिने नमः ॐ आप्ताय नमः ॐ ऋजुमार्गप्रदर्शकाय नमः ॐ समदृशे नमः ॐ सत्यदृशे नमः ॐ सत्याय नमः ॐ प्रशान्ताय नमः ॐ अमितविक्रमाय नमः ॐ सुकुमाराय नमः ॐ सदानन्दाय नमः ॐ मृदुभाषिणे नमः ॐ दयार्णवाय नमः
ॐ श्री षोणाचलरिद्बोधस्कन्दाश्रमनिकेतनाय नमः। ॐ सद्दर्शनोपदेश्रे नमः। ॐ सद्भक्तवृन्दपरिवृताय नमः। ॐ गणेशमुनिभृङ्गेन सेविताङ्घ्रिसरोरुहाय नमः। ॐ गीतोपदेशसारादिग्रन्थसञ्चिन्नसंशयाय नमः। ॐ वर्णाश्रममतातीताय नमः। ॐ रसज्ञाय नमः। ॐ सौम्याय नमः। ॐ आत्मवते नमः। ॐ सर्वावनिमतस्थानाम् आराध्याय नमः। ॐ सर्वसद्गुणिने नमः। ॐ आत्मारामाय नमः। ॐ महाभागाय नमः। ॐ मातृमुक्तिविधायकाय नमः। ॐ विनताय नमः। ॐ विनुताय नमः। ॐ विप्राय नमः। ॐ मुनीन्द्राय नमः। ॐ पावकोज्ज्वलाय नमः। ॐ दर्शनादगसंहारिणे नमः। ॐ मौनेन स्वात्मबोधकाय नमः। ॐ ऋचान्तिकरसान्निध्याय नमः। ॐ स्मरणाद्बन्धमोचकाय नमः। ॐ अन्तस्तिमिरचण्डांशवे नमः। ॐ संसारार्णवतारकाय नमः। ॐ शोणाद्रिशस्तुतिद्रष्टे नमः। ॐ हार्दविद्याप्रकाशकाय नमः। ॐ अविच्युतनिजप्रज्ञाय नमः। ॐ नैसर्गिकमहातपसे नमः। ॐ कमण्डलुधराय नमः। ॐ शुभ्रकौपीनवसनाय नमः। ॐ गुहाय नमः। ॐ दण्डपाणये नमः। ॐ कृपापूर्णाय नमः। ॐ भवरोगविषग्वराय नमः। ॐ स्कन्दाय नमः। ॐ देवतमाय नमः। ॐ अमर्त्याय नमः। ॐ सेनान्ये नमः। ॐ पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः। ॐ श्रीरमण भगवते नमः। श्रीरमणाष्टोत्तरशतनामपूजां समर्पयामि। यस्थानोररुणाचलस्य पदयोः स्मृत्याजनिं प्राप्यत दिव्यानुग्रहसुप्रवाहविवशास्तादात्म्यभावं गतः गृह्णिष्ठस्वगभीरनित्यतपसा लोकान् पुनासेकराट् तस्मै श्रीरमणाय ते नम इदं लोकोत्तरज्योतिषे। ॐ नमो भगवते श्रीरमणाय।
नमो रमण, नमो रमण वैभव जी, नमो रमण प्रार्थना, नमो रमण वेंकटेश जी, नमो रमण रेवती माँ, नमो रमण उज्ज्वल जी,